Hello friends, welcome back to our channel, and today we are going to continue a Snowflake tutorial series, and in that today we are going to run some of the common DML and DDL statement to see how SQL is being supported into a Snowflake. And for that, let's go to, as you know, that we have a warehouse in DB created from previous demos. I am going into our worksheet system where I have put some of the common DML and DDL statements which we are going to run, and we are going to talk about a little bit on that one. So the very first statement which we are going to run that one, if you have multiple warehouse, compute warehouse, then how to list that one, how to select that one. So if we run this one, it displays that one which is the active warehouse in this current session. So that is how we figure out that which warehouse we are running on that one. It might be possible that your account has multiple warehouse and you have to select some of the things, right? Now another is that if you want to find that all the database in that one, so we can go and find that one. So you see that one, there is a Snowflake database and a Snowflake sample database and test database we have created, and we can go and try to filter like so database like and put the query in this one and try to see. Right now nothing is there. If I go ahead and put test, then there should be only one, right? So there is only one. That is how we can show the database based on filters. Now let's go and try to create one database. So how to create the database? Using create database DDL statement, right? So let's run this one, and it says that our database, whatever name we have given, that is created successfully. So now till now we are running under Snowflake database, right? Let's try to select that whatever new we have created, right? So we just selected that one using use statement, and now if you see in the top, it got changed, right? And right now schema is public. Let's go and create the schema. How to create the schema? Using create schema DDL statement. Let's run this one. Our schema, demo schema, has been created successfully. Now let's how to use that schema, right? Once again we have to use a schema statement, and this is what how we have to do, right? And if you see in the top drop down, change that one. So now it is selected as a demo schema. Let's create a table statement, right? Let's create this one. So this is generally when we have to put that auto incrementing id, but for that we have to create a sequence, and we will see that how to create a sequence. Till now I'm going to remove this one. Let me run without that right now, and that is how we can run this table. So table will have 3 columns right now. So and there are multiple concept of table also. So this is the table, permanent table, which can be shared, which can have data and other things for everyone. This is the other is temporary table. This will be for only that session. A lot of times when we do data related activity, we create temp tables, right? So that is what this table, and then we have to provide the temporary keyword, use the temporary keyword, and that will be created, and then we can use this one. Also there is a concept of transient table into that one. That is a mix of permanent and temporary table, and that is used to temporary table kind of thing, and it will be residing outside of session, and but we do not have to implement any security and other things. So maybe sometime if we need to create for some time based thing, then we can use and create the transient table. So that for that purpose we have to use transient keyword on that one. How we can describe the table? We have to pass that describe, and then we have a users table. So let's put the users table, and then see that one, that describe table. Okay, so this is how we have to put that one, right? Describe table we have to run, and then we can see that what is the column details and other things on that one. How we can drop the table? Using drop table statement. So we can drop this table. And there is interesting concept in this Snowflake that you can right now, if we go and try to run this query, then it will say, hey, this is the table does not exist or you are not authorized. But because we dropped that one, right, we can undo that drop table. So right now I am undoing that one. The table has successfully restored, right? And now we can go and see that one. If we see that describe one, then we can see once again all the data. So this is interesting concept where we can undrop and undo things, right? Now let's try to rename that one. How, if there is things that how to rename that one. We, for renaming, we have to use alter table and rename keyword. Then it will be going to rename this one. Okay, so this is what it is that like. Now if we go and describe the table, it will not found, right? So let's describe this one with new name, right? This is there. Now let's rename back to our original table name. So it says that user wants to user, so we have to rename back once again. So this is how it is right now. Now how to add table columns with the existing table. So we have to use alter table and user add last name, whatever name we are doing adding, that one, that we can go and add that one. How we can add with default value. So we have to provide the default statement and the default value what we are going to use, that one. Now if we go and if we describe our table, right, table name is now users. So if I describe the table, I should be able to see our new columns. We added new columns, and with default value we see that there is a default value one, right? So now if we have to change the name, there is a name, and if I want to rename that one, so we can use that rename for alter table and then rename column name, we can use that one. So let's run this one. Then if we have to drop any columns, right, let's describe this table once again. Let me copy this one. And okay, so sorry, so let's put here. So right now everything is there. If sometime we have to drop any columns, then we can use alter table and drop column ID. So that way we can drop things, right, in that. And let's see, then there is nothing. So let's, if we have to add that one, so I'm going with this one, I will add this details. So we dropped column. Now we have to add that column once again. So let's add back, okay, with add column details, because we cannot alter now because that does not have right, and it is integer. So we can add back. Okay, now let's go ahead and insert that details, right? So if I go back and say that insert, because we do not have right now automated sequence, so I can go and run with this way, insert into user, and we have to provide that field name and details, and then field names and then values, and then we can run this one, right? So let's run this one quickly. Okay, one row inserted. Let me run the second one. Second one is there. So this is insert statement, right? How to select this one? If I run that select start from users is normal SQL statement, we can run that one. How to filter with based one? Where clause we have to introduce and do that one. So let's do that. And how to update? If I have to update for everyone, so right now without where clause I am doing, so it will update for every details. If we go into and see that select all the things, if you see 2020 is there, right? Let's, I'm updating this 22 and all this. So number of row updated is 2, so we can go and find that details. Now if we have to update based on where clause, then we can put where clause and that will be updated, right? So say that users, because we have type it here, so users is not there, so user is there. So number of what if we go and delete this one, any selected table, we can delete based on filter criteria, that okay, delete this one. Okay. Now if we have to delete every records into this one, we can go ahead and delete that. Okay, let's go and insert once again some of the records, and because we do not have id, let's put id back it here and let's put it here. and let me run this one. Okay, now let's put here for testing purpose. Let's add more of one record, and let's go into this one and the second record. Now select, we can do select that. So we can also truncate the table. There is a difference between that one. So we can talk about the difference between delete everything and truncate in next videos. And truncate, we can do that one. So right now, if we go and see that select a statement, we will not find anything. So okay. So there is nothing on that one. There is no records from that one. Let's insert back once again. Okay. Now we have couple of records to play with. Now how to create the view? So we can use the create view statement, and depending upon what criteria we want to put into view, we can do that. For this one, just one is there. Select top one star. Let's put everything for this purpose, and then we can see that select on the view and see that what is coming, the details. We can drop similar way, we can drop view also. Now there will be no view. If we select that one, there is nothing, right? So now we can create the index based on id. This is how we can create the index based in that Snowflake. We have to alter and add cluster. This will be cluster index, and that is how index is created. We can create on index on multiple columns, so we can provide the multiple columns and do that one. We can drop using alter table and drop a statement. We can do that. Okay, we are dropping a statement, this one. How to create the sequence? If we go into create a sequence event number, some start, how to start and increment that, we can go ahead and do that one. And how to alter sequence? Using alter sequence statement, we can go ahead and do this one, right? Now if we go into see that one, that our we have to copy any table. So if there are multiple ways to do that one. If we want to copy only table structure, we can do this way, and we can run this one. And if we go and run right now that this table name, then there will be no data, only structured will be there. But if we see our original, this one, right, there is a data. We can use the describe also to describe table, and we can go for seeing the details for this one, right? We have all the details for here. The another way, if we have to copy with the data, then we can use that select start from user, and that is how we can go ahead and see this one this time. That okay, this is the describe, and if we have to run all this and see that we have details in this one. How to see the columns in any table? The show column in the table, we can see that what is the column, whatever data type is there, the details will come. Let's see some of time based things, right? How to get the current time stamp? So we can run the select time stamp, and we can see this one. How to get the current date into that one? So we can get date, we can do. What is the system time stamp? We can see that what is the system time stamp on that one. What is the local time stamp? If we need to run that one, this is the command for that one. How to use the convert one? If you want to convert that one, current time stamp, and then you put the UTC or which time stamp you want to put. Convert time zone is that one method is provided, system method. That is how you convert everything into system, right? How to format that one? If you want to format based on MMYYY, then this is the to var command on that one. Let's see. Yeah, to var command is there, right? And if you want to play with DDMMYY with the hash, this one, all this still HH, we can go with that one. You won't need mm also. We can run the command formatting this one. And then also if you want till ss, we can do that one. How to get the current year based on any time stamp? We can use year method on that one. Similar thing for month, we can use month. We can use week to get that week function. Sorry, this will be week, and we can run with the week. Right. How to get the day out of any date? We can use the day for that one. So this is how some of the common DDL DML statement is there which we can run, and this is very much similar to normal SQL. So there is nothing much difference on that one. That is one thing I found interesting, that undo statement, and that is great one. So I hope that will be, will be useful. Thank you.